Hey y'all. Hey, this is Linda with Sophia Brings Light, name of the channel. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the neighborhood, as I call it. Won't you be? Won't you be? Please, won't you be my neighbor? I just feel like this is the goal I'm striving for is a very comfortable place for witches to discourse, to have some interaction through your comments, to get tips from you. Maybe I share a tip. It's just a place of sharing and caring, is really what it is. Um, Today, though, I wanted to talk about my relationship with Hekate. My relationship with Hekate has been so fulfilling, and I feel like it's helped me become, over the last few years, a better person, a better witch, uh, and a better practitioner as someone who deals with death. I'm a hospice nurse by trade, and I'm also a death doula. So I help people through the dying process. But let's talk about the ways, and this is my own personal gnosis, my own personal experience. So, and a lot of times, I guess you guys can tell, a lot of times I go off the cuff, and I'm going to tell you the reason that I do that is because I really want to share me without all the hoopla. Now that has positives and negatives. I don't have the best videos, but you get the authentic person of who I am. So now that that's been said, what has happened and how has Hecate helped me? I don't know if I mentioned, I think I've been working her with Hecate for, I'm going to say 5 or 6. Sometimes it's hard to kind of figure out how long I've been doing things or whatever, but for at least 5 or 6 years. And through that time, I've experienced her. I kind of call her my queen mother because she is the queen of witches. And I sense that and I feel her in that way. I feel her as a fierce protector of the people, of her people, basically. And I have felt her protection from some, for me, sometimes some very dangerous uh, experiences. And I felt like her presence. I have contacted her, or she has come to me. When I first start working with her, I started having dreams and I knew it was her. A lot of times in these dreams, she was in a shroud type thing, so I didn't really see her face. And we didn't even speak that way with communication. It was mostly through the mind, and I knew what she was saying to me and sharing some messages with me. Eventually, with more dreams, because I start having frequent dreams with her about her where I feel like she visited and shared information. And I have to admit, sometimes I was able to recall what she said, and there was times after the dream that I couldn't recall what had happened. At first, I thought it was her, but wasn't sure, but it came very clear to me that this indeed who it was. As we kept going through this dream process, eventually I did start to see a face. But when I would wake up, I wouldn't always remember the face. But through the dreams, I set up an altar after that, and we really began to work together. I feel like she has been a mentor to me, a guide, a counselor sometimes, a protector, like I said, someone that helped me understand and heighten my psychic abilities and help me work with those who are dying and helping them to transition and worked with their families as the person transitioned. I felt in that capacity, she has helped me immensely to work with my patients and clients. Um, I feel like she's been a confidant sometimes, uh, just a strong encourager and mentor, you know, in mentoring me in witchcraft and my practice as a witch, mentoring me as being someone who walks people to the veil and how to help people on an individual level, not just what the book says or what I've been taught in college or whatever, but to really interact with people in um, a very personalized way. And then I feel like she also has helped me hear the I've started hearing, and it's in my mind, in my ear. Some people would say whatever, but um, it would be so precise. Like, I had one client that I was getting ready to actually go to his house, and I felt like I heard him in his voice say to me, Linda, thank you for everything. I'm gone. And when I got to his house, he was indeed gone. Or sometimes clients have been able to open up to me to the point I've had clients that I will say, well, hey, I'm visiting them, I'll see you next week or whatever. And clients they would say to me, and I felt like she helped that interaction and the ability for them to really share very authentically. And I've had clients say, no, you won't. This will be like one of our lads. Give me a hug. And you knew that they meant they won't be here, and they weren't. You know what I'm saying? And the relationship for them to feel so comfortable to talk to me. I have clients that maybe they can't talk to their family, but they've been able to share some very personal things. And I feel like I have helped them get to the veil. And then, you know, there was help on the other side. So that, and I feel like the heightened awareness and sense that I have now about death, because I can walk in a room and just feel it, like they won't have long. And it's not just, I've been doing this for a long time. There is enough, you know, I feel it even weeks before now a patient passes, and I know it. So that she's helped me in, like I said, my craft in so many ways. I feel like I'm more astute. I'm more psychically astute. I pick up things. I'm more confident in myself and able to try things that maybe before I was scared or I wouldn't try. More courageous and will try some things. Um, I I have the best of both worlds in that I have a I am not I have I work with a group of witches that we have an online coven, but we really work together and we really do things together because I've been in online covens before, and it's basically somebody selling something per se. No, we really, share SPUTs and SABUTs together and meet weekly and share and encourage each other. So I have that, but I also feel like I'm very much a solitary practitioner because I still do a lot of things on my own. I don't meet with people physically. So I have the best of both worlds, and I feel like that is because of her. And our coven, Hekate is the main goddess in our coven too. And I feel like she's also helped me uh, be more present and understand the divine feminine better as to the dark goddess, even though I feel like and I recognize and relate to her as a goddess of liminal spaces. I feel like she's in between places, and I feel like I have that in common with her because I'm not, I'm on the right hand path, but I understand the left hand path. And if you mess with me or mine, I definitely could go either way. And I guess I'm in that gray area or the green area that you would place me. And I feel like she helps me navigate through that too. So she's a mentor, a guide, a confidant, a queen mother, a teacher, a friend, um, and she reacts to me like she doesn't give me the answers. She helps me think through the processes of getting the answers. And so I can look at something more with a whole picture because she guides me through those processes to make sound decisions about certain things, whether that's with my craft, how I interact with my patients in situations where maybe there may have been some danger or something involved, on whether or not in this should I react to this or whatever, even as a witch, she's helped me there too. I feel like I've become more well-rounded. Excuse me. And I know some of that comes with age because I am a crone, but some of that I feel like my abilities have been sharpened because of my interaction with her. So that I wanted to share with you a couple of resources that I feel also helped me in my interaction with Hekate. If you are aware of Cindy Brannon, and I'm sure at this point other people are, this is one of her books, Entering Hecate's Garden, which goes more over kind of like through that green witchcraft kind of thing with some of the plants and stuff associated with her. It's way more than I'm going through, but I'm trying to keep the video at a good place. But it was good. I really enjoyed it, and it enlightened me about a lot of plants and how to work with Hecate and working with that. But I really, and that was good, no problems there. I didn't enjoy it as much as I loved this one. This one, Entering Hecate's Cave. Now, for me, this took me more on a deeper psyche level or psychological level within myself and going to some of those shadow areas with myself and meeting her because she guided me through. The cave was actually for me, was me as she guided me through the shadow areas of myself and dealt with those areas, walked with me through those areas, and through it all to come back to and realize who I am in connection. Definitely dedicated and one of her devotees. So that was one of the books. And then this, and all of these books, I have done reviews. This I feel like was the book, another book that I felt like really helped me in interacting in my relationship with her is Liber Cathonia, and it's by Jeff Cullen. I did a review a while back, a few months back, on this book, but I had not all finished it. But I finished it, and I think I said during the review that it was for beginners. But by the end of this book, I realized this book is for people on all levels, and what he does is this is his personal relationship that he guides you through and how he has interacted with her. It goes through the history, it goes through his relationship with her, it goes how he felt developed that relationship, because sometimes it's it helps to know how somebody else developed that relation, tips on that, working with plants and herbs in her honor, things that you can give to her, that kind of thing, her days, her high holy days, and all of that, and the history of what people used to do and give. And then finally, it talks about some of the left-hand path and working with her in that area. So it was a well-rounded book. I really enjoyed it, and it's for anybody at any level. Now, I did get this book off his website versus Amazon, but I do think it is on Amazon too. Well, leave me a comment if you work with her. If you don't, leave me a comment. Any comments, any concerns, or whatever you're feeling, I would appreciate it. Thank you for any new subscribers. Welcome to the neighborhood. I appreciate you all. I appreciate your comments and insights. We are kind of working and sharing together, and I appreciate it all. That's it for this week. I will see you next week. Talk to you soon.